What is it, NASCAR fans out here and probably street racing geeks, everything it goes, and welcome back to Ultimate Driving. Now I just literally talking quietly, and then that tonight we're going to be playing Ultimate Driving at 3 a.m. that I should be able to get for gaining for much more, since I'm still on rank 113. And because of this is actually I wasn't able to do so, and it's been a while that since I didn't able to play for each much longer. But first off, I literally purchased for the McLaren 765 LT, and we're gonna be getting inside of this thing. I'm probably not sure that these legal people are going to be joining inside of the game. If that happens, that literally gonna be nothing to do so as well. We're gonna be making sure starting in 2,080 miles driven, and probably Van Halen isn't going to be for much more sites. So first off, I literally purchased this vehicle immediately just for a limited time, and then ended up into under 100,000 credits in cash, because it looks like I got 80,000 cash to do so. And before that one person versus beyond of these one suspect over here, so the MP412C, we're gonna be doing this at 3 a.m. and before this, it's going to be such as a little bit of a scary thing. I just literally gonna be making for one such thing. If that one pro hasn't been enabled, that I'm going to be for searching around for these players. As you can see, for any of these players, I got one big monstrous vehicle. I'm an extreme pro, but looks like somebody that doesn't gonna be doing such as well. I'm gonna be using for just literally right now, and because I still literally gonna be talking quietly, and without further ado, let's not able to talk that loud, and because of that people who might able to be disturbed. So I'm gonna be turning on to press V, and the top speed of the 765 LT, which is a 205 miles per hour as well. We put onto sequential mode, and the acceleration is much smoother. It's a little bit smooth as well, because it's gonna be a little bit of one thing as well. If that who someone is going to be joining in this game, and I'm currently in a 7th gear, and just the way it's going to be about. And because this is absolutely going to be such as a very guess, and what I just pretty like this, it's gonna be making more insane. I just set the gear or into the volume into setting right here to 1 around here, so I just literally gonna be keeping on racing, and this is going to be all the way for nights only. Playing Driving Empire at 3 a.m. including Ultimate Driving is literally, it's gonna be impossible to do this. When if it is going to be really possible until 12 a.m. that they just eventually sleep it right here, and I literally woken up in 3 a.m. or 2:50 a.m. which is I'm not pretty quite sure. So the gear ratios or the gear systems have used for, I really don't think we're out of connection range. So we just slightly head on for our checkpoint as well, and because I just slightly able to lose like I said, the acceleration is way smoother that I just pretty to do so in a few moments ago around here, that I just literally able to saw this. So I'm trying to slow this down, and the braking is literally really insanely good. So probably the crowds have gotten war about this. If I just gonna be upgrading of this vehicle, we might able to enable of the aerodynamics around to go over 210 miles per hour, just like Jackson Storm, and I'm probably is gonna be making things the best around here. We turn back the wings on, because as you can see, for it's currently for the UI updates around here for the previous video, I'm still going, and I'm just gonna be let my people who will be able to drive from my vehicle. Finally, we just finished for under 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I think that suspect is going to be arrested. Would you probably think I shouldn't be able to buy anything as possible? That the policeman isn't literally gonna be to do like I say. But first off, I got 2,088 miles driven, but almost to 2,100 miles we able to get driven about here. So Lewis is going to be joining me into that street race we're going to be doing something about. And once the race is going to be starting in about for just a little bit moment about here. So the Corvette C8, the standard, versus the McLaren 765 LT, we're going to be using for the manual transmission. So I'll be doing for this really right. So McLarens are even slightly gonna be even rapidly faster than itself. And because due to itself for our bounty fixes, I think this is going to be for itself for a fixes around for the bounties itself. So this guy is going to be for DNF, and the handling is just slightly better as even possible. But it's gonna be literally hurting for so much. And because I have any skill issues about this, so in the 7th gear, I slowly accelerate even to do this. And because my skill issues is getting hit by someone or any kinds of other people, that doesn't gonna be very making sense. If it makes sense, I have any skill issues about this thing. So well, let's just gonna be making itself for only one thing. And because McLaren sounds are probably any of these things, McLaren engine sounds are just literally the same. If I buy any McLaren sounds or McLaren vehicles, anything as well, that is slightly, that doesn't matter. It's gonna be so quiet as well. So we might slightly going to be for a much more mistaken about for this thing. So we're on for our 45% in about for this in progress. So if I might able to get can't see around here, I'm still playing for this in 3 AM. I need to just wait for the next night. I think this is probably for the midnight races as possible. So, but the last thing we need ever to do is we're going to be finishing the race in the morning before I get arrested as well, or being assaulted as well. So hit back into the 5th gear, hit around for many more things. 16,000 feet right behind him, or just literally possibly that hit back into this. Anyways, it's not going to be very possible. But now it was literally morning. That doesn't gonna be literally matters, is going for a heist as well. So as before, we're gonna be finishing throughout for this thing. After finishing for road races, now it's up to towards into street races as well. And I would be slightly probably think I'm gonna be using nitrox for just now. If I see players or some kind of Brazilipinos on it, I will be able to blasting this is. It's gonna be really hurt your mind as well. And the bounties has still isn't going to be such as work. Finally, I'm on rank 114. But looks like I'm not going to be recommended to buy anything of these delves. And looks like I got 2,095 miles driven. And we might slightly going to be the end of this video. The top speed test is absolutely completed. And looks like that doesn't gonna be literally to do this. Let's gonna be doing for a road race once again into our next evening. I'll be saving fuel by using of this vehicle. And probably we don't think he's gonna be using the Mitsubishi Vision Gran Turismo. I don't really think he was not. He was a Silver Star as well. And I'm really able to get probably the best thing that I just pretty sure. He's afraid of using of these vehicles. and we're gonna be setting around to level 2 of this volume. We're gonna be entering towards, I think this guy is the fastest acceleration. That I just literally buy this vehicle on sale day, and we're gonna be making sure we're turning on the wings on. If he hates to race with me, that is how I have literally so pro, then actually it's gonna be making for more sense at all. And he's sticking out of the race, and I don't really think he is afraid. He afraid of me? I don't really think so. For many more of these, some kind of a little bit of a prank. This is a prank for me. So please stop roaming around, please. I don't want to be able to get for something like it's gonna be pranked like that. If he just literally gonna be stops, I'm literally gonna be making sure we're going to be good at this. Let's choose the manual transmission, and we're slightly gonna be making towards like this thing. And because of the acceleration goes really fast. And right behind him, I should be might refuse to go away. But playing this for 3 AM is gonna be so not easy for this thing. That was restricted by your parents or literally anything it goes. So, and it's going to be taking a little bit as one. We're blasting all the way to itself, and it's going to be for Midnight Club it is. So, it's going to be for 15 minutes of this video. Still going to be making it around for insanely to do so. In a level 2. And almost missed the checkpoint already. Going on left side. And blasted for over 60 seconds. And we got a little bit of skill issue about this. 1 minute and 2 seconds. Finally. If I'm just able to be recommended to buy some cars anyways, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be moving on. Unless there must be a black SUV over here for around here. We're trying to make things of the manual transmission, and we're gonna be enable around for a downforce itself. If he just eventually upgraded itself for just once, I don't think. Wait a second. He goes on the lead! He's on the lead! He's on the lead, man! I think that is gonna be a bad idea to play this in 3 AM. If this is slightly going to be the bad idea while playing this game in 3 AM, I am slightly not beatable at this. I think the Jeep Wrangler has just fully upgraded and is going to be making itself mistakes along for this time. I'm not gonna be pretty sure I will customize of this vehicle. He feels so desperate around here. He's just eventually using some nitrox over here. And so he just eventually glitched itself for one top. I'm gonna be making sure that I'm switching into one thing. I'm not touching anything during all this Goliath race. And that will be slightly gonna be one more race before I might slightly the end of this. And then I just eventually taking the pole position and 1,000 feet right behind him. If he is gonna be coming back while I'm trying to make up this mistake, let's just pulse up the nitrox. Really think it's gonna be hit it all the way. That should be improve my boost. I'm gonna be using for a 6th gear. 7th gear, I'm not going to be using nitrox. If I just going to be using for the nitrox up here, and that causes me to can't see around for anything about for just as well. And as you can see, he's gaining on us. Without further ado, I noticed this isn't going to be just a game. It's going to be a maniac out here. And would you probably think he just made a mistake? Oh dear. This is eventually came back of just well. I don't want to make mistakes or anything. I'm just going to be keeping on surviving. And then the end of this video goes on to wall rides. And then if I just going to be look right behind, and I'm unable to get seeing this. a little bit of these things as well. We're gonna be testing around for a full top speed and then blast it all the way. And as you can see, those flames burst all the way up into some kind of illegal thing. And that is illegal as well. So probably we're gonna head all the way up here. And by the way, we might be able to end up this video. He's gonna be coming straight around throughout here. If I just gonna be mistake for one more, I have definitely ended up in second place. I'm probably really sure supercars are going to be win. Just like Shining Glitter Cookie have just made itself a run decision as well. But under 3,000 kilometers or some kind of feet, a little bit of these things. 3 minutes and 11 seconds, and that should be able to get faster than some kind of a little bit thing. And that is gonna be the end of this video that I just playing of this game called Ultimate Driving in 3 AM. So just please leave a like and subscribe, and that I'm done this for 3 AM strategy. So thanks for watching and for all your support, and we'll not try to do this again because next time I won't be able to be so lucky. And this is going to be Turbo Concept signing off, and I'll talk to you street racing geeks all later.